This video will show you how to add a new Aide care plan. This process can be used for any customer type or payer, but some information mentioned may be specific to electronic visit verification or EVV. You can get to the screen from the Aide activity on the main menu and then click on Aide Plan. So I'm going to click on New, and the first thing we're going to do is change the from and through date to match the patient's authorization dates. The authorization dates can be found down here at the bottom of the screen. So this is the information from the patient histories and authorization screen. So we're going to go ahead and go up here and change these dates to match. Next, we're going to select the assigned aide for this patient. You can type in the patient's name, or you can use the drop-down list to locate the aide and select them. Next, we'll select the office case manager. This is usually a nurse assigned to oversee the patient from your office. Next, we'll go over here to the program and payer drop-down list. If the patient has multiple payers keyed in on the referral, all of them would be listed here on the drop-down list. So be sure to select the correct payer when you're entering this information. Next will be the job code. Most agencies we have set up to where the job code will match the payer code. You can see up here on the program and payer field, the first two numbers, that's the program number. That's usually assigned per office. And the next three numbers, that is the payer number or the payer code. So usually when we set up new customers, we make the payer and the job code match for a couple of different reasons. This is the code that sends the patient approved service code to the EVV aggregator. If the correct service code is not used or assigned, then the visit entries will get rejected. A great example would be the payer is for personal care for an adult, and the job code that would automatically pair up to that payer would have the correct HCPCS code for personal care, and it would also have the modifier for the adult. It's also used for billing. When creating a claim using Barnstorm, it will pick up the service code assigned to the job code listed here. Next will be the visit code. This will always be a chargeable code. So next we have the task. We have different categories. You can use your scroll bar off here to the side, or you can use your mouse, but you can go through here and see the different categories we have. So there's two different ways you can select your task. One way is to go through and just select all of your tasks that you'll use, and you'll kind of notice that they show up at the bottom. And then once you've selected all your tasks, you can then pick the days of the week that those tasks will be performed on. Or you can select one task at a time and then assign the days of the week. So let me just go through here. This part may take a time or two to get used to. Okay, so once I have all my tasks selected, I'm going to go down here and check the days of the week. So this care plan is specific to weekdays. And then I'll go through the task list for each day and uncheck any tasks that do not need to be performed on that day. So let's see, let's go through Tuesday through Friday and uncheck nail care so that only Monday has nail care selected. Then you can go through the days of the week and assign the time that the aide should be scheduled to see the patient. We'll go up here to the top and click on precautions. This screen is optional, but we do have a place that you can document any precautions. And then we have levels of assistance. And then we also have vital sign parameters. Special instructions. You can use this screen to type out additional information. This will show up on the scheduled visit as well. Let's go back to the plan tab. So once you've reviewed this information for accuracy, we can go down here and click on create schedules. What this will do is it will create a visit or a scheduled visit for the days we have selected at the top during the time frame. It will also assign the starting and ending time for each visit. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Create Schedules button. Depending on your internet speed and also the amount of schedules that will be created, this may take a little bit of time or it might go by pretty quickly. Okay, so it says created 261 visits, scheduled visits. At this point, the scheduled visits will show up on the Barnstorm Office EVV visits screen and the schedule calendar. It also shows up on the CareChamp app for the assigned aide. I'm going to go ahead and click on Save Plan. And I'm going to create one more care plan for this patient. This one will be for the weekend and it will be for a different aide. The easy way to do this is to select the care plan that's already created and click on copy. Okay, so what that does is it takes the original care plan we copied. That way it just makes it easier to create another care plan that has pretty much the same information on it. The first thing you'll do is just make sure the from and through date matches the authorization dates. And then you can go and change the aide, the assigned aide. And let's go down and uncheck Monday through Friday. And then we're going to select Saturday and Sunday. From here you can add more tasks or take some away. And you make any other changes that you need to. Once you have reviewed all the information, you can click on Create Schedules, then click on Save Plan. And so now you see we have our two care plans, one for weekday and one for the weekend. I'm going to go ahead and go over to the EVV visit screen really quick just to show you what it looks like. Let's see here. So here's the patient right here we just added. Let me select them and then go to patient summary, and there are the visits listed there for this week. So those were all scheduled, and then they will also show up under employee activity and schedule. We need to pull up the patient by the chart number up here at the top, and I'm going to go ahead. I like to either view it by the week view or by month. So just a really quick recap. We created two aide care plans, one for weekday and one for the weekend. The reason why we had two care plans is because the weekday is assigned to one aide and the weekend was assigned to a different aide. And with each care plan, we generated a schedule for the aide. Each schedule shows the task that should be performed for the day it was assigned to, which will also show up on the CareChamp app for the aide. And we do have other videos and articles that cover how this information flows over into the Aide visit note.